Back again to take another stroll down memory lane. It's Steve here at the Life and Sad Ending channel, and today we're going to look back at the life and career of that famous actor, Nick Adams.
Nicholas Aloysius Adamschak, better known as Nick Adams, was born on July 10, 1931, in Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, to Catherine Kutz and Peter Adamschak, a coal miner. His parents were both of Ukrainian descent. When Adams was 5, the family moved to Garfield, New Jersey. He played sports at Henry Snyder High School. While in high school, Adams was asked to play for a minor league baseball team, but he turned it down because of the low pay. He went on to attend St. Peter's College in Jersey City. After school, Adams attempted to get acting work in New York without much success. He later made his way to Los Angeles. Nick Adams had always dreamed of being a movie star, often doing impressions of James Cagney and Marlon Brando. After 3 years of unsuccessfully trying to become a famous actor, Adams enlisted in the United States Coast Guard in 1952. In 1954, while still in the Coast Guard, Adams auditioned for director John Ford and got a small part in the 1955 film Mr. Roberts. After he completed his Coast Guard service, Adams returned to Los Angeles and was able to get a powerful agent. Adams had a small role in Rebel Without a Cause and the movie Picnic in 1955. He appeared in several successful television shows, including Wanted Dead or Alive in 1958 starring Steve McQueen, and other films such as Our Miss Brooks in 1956, No Time for Sergeants, and Teacher's Pet in 1958, as well as Pillow Talk in 1959. Adams was friendly with other young actors of the time, such as James Dean, Dennis Hopper, and Sal Mineo. He briefly dated Natalie Wood. Nick Adams also became friends with Elvis Presley when Elvis came to Hollywood to film Love Me Tender.
Nick Adams was great friends with Elvis Presley, and he spent some time at Graceland, and when Elvis did a homecoming concert in Tupelo, Nick opened the show doing impressions of some of the other Hollywood celebrities, Humphrey Bogart and James Cagney. That must have been something.
Adams was always a self-promoter, making sure he was always seen and photographed with other celebrities. In 1959, Adams starred in the ABC series The Rebel, playing the character of Johnny Yuma, an ex-Confederate wandering the Old West.
Johnny Yuma was a rebel.
After 2 seasons and 76 half-hour episodes were filmed, the series was canceled in 1961. Adams was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his performance as an unlikable murder suspect in the film Twilight of Honor in 1963. He campaigned heavily for the award, spending thousands on ads in trade magazines, but he lost to Melvyn Douglas. In 1964, Adams' career started to falter and decline. He began working in lower-budget foreign films such as Frankenstein vs. Baragon and The Invasion of Astro Monster, both filmed in Japan. He also co-starred with Boris Karloff in Die Monster Die in 1965. In 1967, Disney released Mosby's Marauders, a Civil War drama with Adams in the role of a cruel Union Army sergeant. Adams guest starred in 4 TV series that year, including an episode of his friend Robert Conrad's The Wild Wild West, an appearance in Combat, and 2 episodes of Hondo. Throughout 1967 and early 1968, he also worked in 3 low-budget films. One of these was Mission Mars in 1968. His last film appearance was in a little-seen Western filmed in Mexico. Adams married actress Carol Nugent in 1959. Nugent had appeared in an episode of The Rebel. They had 2 children, Allison and Jeb Stewart Adams. Marital problems reportedly interfered with his ability to get lucrative acting parts after 1963. Sadly, on the night of February 7, 1968, his lawyer and friend, ex-LAPD officer Irvin Roeder, drove to the actor's house in Beverly Hills to check on him after a missed dinner appointment. Seeing a light on in his car in the garage, Roeder broke through a window and discovered Adams in his upstairs bedroom, slumped dead against a wall. He was only 36 years old. During the autopsy, Dr. Thomas Noguchi found enough sedatives and other drugs in the body to cause instant unconsciousness. The death certificate indicated that he died accidentally or intentionally from excessive prescription drug interactions. There was speculation that he may have been murdered after it had been rumored he was writing a Hollywood tell-all book. Actor Robert Conrad, Adams' best friend, had consistently maintained that the death was accidental. Nick Adams is buried at Saints Cyril and Methodius Ukrainian Cemetery in Berwick, Pennsylvania.
Do you remember Nick Adams in The Rebel? Honestly, I don't remember watching that much when I was a small child, but there were so many Westerns. You couldn't watch them all. It would be impossible. There must have been a gazillion Westerns back in the late 50s and early 60s. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time, unless I come to my own sad ending.